out of all the years that I've lived here in the Pacific Northwest, Hood Canal has treated me so good. I mean, I can remember when I was a kid hunting and fishing and all of that. But one thing that I really love nowadays is getting out here and digging clams, but oysters has to be tops on my list. And today I'm out here with my good friend Ted Hoschel, and he's over there picking up a few oysters. A lot of people, they like big oysters, and some people like the little oysters. Personally, I haven't met an oyster I don't like. What are your favorites, Ted?
The medium-sized oysters I like.
Yeah. Now remember, when you're picking oysters, you're not allowed to take the shells off the beach. You have to shuck the oysters right on the beach. The only way you can take an oyster in the shell off the beach, it has to be on a private beach, and then you have to have written permission from the landowner. So be very careful on how you take oysters off the beach. And there's one other thing. If you shuck an oyster on the beach and you eat that on the beach, that's part of your limit. Well, I think I'm going to have part of my limit here in just a few minutes. Now, I know neither Ted nor I are experts when it comes to shucking oysters. Ted's a lot better than I am, but
we're not like the oyster shuckers.
If I had to make a living shucking oysters, I'd be in big trouble. Now, I noticed Ted does one thing that I never do. When I'm shucking oysters, oh, there you go, careful, Ted. I know when I'm shucking oysters, I'm wearing a glove. I've put that oyster knife through my hand numerous times and no more. But what's the key to shucking oysters, Ted? Do you start from the back or the side, or?
Well, I start from the side.
Uh-huh.
And try to hit the muscle if I can.
Yeah, and I already see some blood on your finger. See what happens? I've warned you about wearing gloves, buddy.
Sometimes you get unlucky.
Yeah. So show us again. You just start from the side. You find a seam, right?
Mm-hmm. Just push the knife in there. The guys that are shucking, they can really shuck them fast, but I'm not that good.
Yeah. What's funny is neither your wife doesn't like them, my wife doesn't like them, but I'll tell you what, I could eat these things till they come out my ears. Now those are gorgeous looking, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Can you imagine the first person to ever eat an oyster? I can't. Now, I'll tell you what. There are so many different ways that you can eat oysters. I like putting them on the barbecue in the shell and then they just pop open. I like them fried. I like, there's just a million different ways. There is one way that I don't really care for, and some people bake them. They wrap a piece of bacon around there and stuff. Now that I don't really care for. But to me, the best way to eat an oyster is right off the half shell, right off the beach, soon as you pop it open. Man, that's good stuff. Top notch.